Alright, greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom. We back, new weeks, new energy. So, I did a lot of readings last week. I think the energies was from August 10th to August 23rd. It's the 23rd, so let's get cracking on the new energies, which is from the 24th, which is Monday. Let's just say all the way to the 30th, 31st, something like that. Towards the end of the month, okay? It's the weekend, so like I say, I'm doing specials. I'll do a 48-hour flash sale. You know what I'm saying? Half price off on readings. So general readings are usually like $60. You know, we'll just do 35 if you need a reading from me. I'll do twin flame readings, personal readings. Like I say, any type of reading you need. I'm also a psychic medium, so if you want a psychic medium message, I can get you right on that. I also do dream interpretation. If you got a dream you kind of stumped on and, you know, needs meeting or interpretation, I can help you with that too. Let's see. Life coaching. It's usually $150. We're going to do $75 for life coaching this weekend. For people that's already in coaching, if you want to extend and get 3 more unlimited readings, then you can just, you know, put the 75 down and we can get you in for 3 more sessions. Like I say, life coach includes 3 unlimited time sessions. You get contact with me, you can text, call me anytime. I don't give a fuck if it's 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, dead time. Just hit me up. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. You get free readings in between the first and final third session that we do. After that third live session is over with, and there's no time. Like I said, I like to talk. Ask people who got coaching sessions. I mean, we might chat for about 3 to 5 hours. You know what I mean? Maybe longer, depending on the person and the energies. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing life coaching, 75. Might do a super deal for first timers. You know, pockets is hurting, pockets is low. I mean, we all going through some shit. I'll definitely work with you. You know what I mean? It ain't about the bread. It's about the messages and really the assistance. So that's what I'm here for. With no further ado, we're going to do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and we're going to begin. This is Divine Feminine's energies for this upcoming week. Head, that's Swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you're going, the decisions you're making, because everything starts from the mind. Then we got Cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. You ain't half-assing nothing around here. The heart and mind department is ruled by the Divine Feminine. Then we got Wands. We only got one wand out here. Wow. 2. Wands are actions and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done. Not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you done, got karma and accountability attached to it. What you doing, got karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. Wands also represent the now, the present, the current, and the ing, the ing. We living, we learning, we earning every day. The present. That's why it's called the present, because it's a gift from God. And finally, we got Pentacles. Pentacles are things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All Pentacles expire. All Pentacles have expiration dates, and all Pentacles are temporary. Not just Pentacles, Pentacles. Your highest height, your lowest low. This moment in time, your term, your place, your space. One little rant before we get in. Reading starts in 4 minutes. Like I say, I'm just here to help. I don't have to do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I choose what I do to help you guys. You know what I'm saying? Stop being about me a long time ago. As far as twin flame situations, everybody twin flame demo is different. Whether you're in a same-sex twin flame situation, whether you're in a heterosexual situation, I mean, it ain't really about sexuality here. It's all about energies. You know what I mean? The twin flame situation was tailor-made for you. So whoever you are really has a big deal of whoever your twin is. And everybody's not going to find their twin flame. Everybody's not in this twin flame journey. You know what I mean? But I just want to throw that out there. Rule number 1 to the twin flame situation is optional. Okay? You don't have to deal with it. Masculines know that more than anything. Feminine, maybe y'all should take suit. Rule number 2 to this twin flame situation, it's only meant for you to be the best person you can be. Okay? That's it. That's all. Let's get the message. First card in this message, we got the Ten of Cups. This is fairly important, Divine Feminine. Now, Ten of Cups represents emotional fulfillment, emotional contentment, or happiness, or gay, you know? So, let's put some smoke on this and get the breakdown. Clarifying the Ten of Cups, we have the Devil card. And the Devil card represents addictions, doing things in excess, being chained to a person or a person being chained to you, whether you realize it or not. Toxic, negative, energy, regression, going backwards, acting like a kid. Or the only good thing in this card, what I like to call, is Sandy in Grease. Watch Sandy in the beginning of the movie Grease, watch Sandy at the end of the movie Grease. She said a lot without saying anything. Another thing this Devil card means, in this case, is what I like to call getting freaked out or turned out in a good way. We ain't talking about like getting turned out in prison. We ain't talking about like, freaking out in a negative way. It's just basically trying something new. So going to the gay cards and the Ten of Cups, because if you look at the word gay, you see happiness somewhere in there, and you look at the word happiness in the dictionary, you'll find gay somewhere in there. Gay means like being happy, nostalgically happy. You know what I mean? Like kids frolicking in a field full of lilies. You know what I'm saying? They're acting gay. Birds chirping to the sunrise. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful fucking day. You know what I mean? They're acting gay. But then you got gay in a funny way. Now I'm LGBT friendly. Before I get on this rant, it stops at the T with me. What that means is, everything after the letter T, those are agendas. You know what I'm saying? Being gay, that's understandable. You're attracted to the same sex. Ain't nothing wrong with that. In my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever makes you happy, do that. Lesbians, I definitely get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of men that don't treat women too much. And if you grew up, like Oprah Winfrey out here, you know what I'm saying? Like Harpo and shit, like I can understand your disdain for the opposite sex or some shit like that. Don't really get how men do it with women, because you got to respect the woman. She's the closest thing to God. So, you can live your lifestyle, but if you got some type of beef with the motherfucking woman, the female, that shit draws a line with me. That's some shit I just can't understand. Your mother who gave birth to you was a female, so you're not fucking with females, not fucking with the thing closest to God, at least having a respect for it. You must be a demon or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Bi is cool, but you kind of playing a dangerous game. You know what I'm saying? Make sure whatever you're doing on this side, don't affect the other side. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to poison the pussy population around this motherfucker. Once again, it goes to the respect for the female. As long as you respect the woman, it's all cool in the game. Transsexuals, a lot of people got issues with them. They have a purpose on earth the way everybody else in them letters do. You know what I'm saying? T's, y'all the troll at the bridge, though. It's y'all job not to let any motherfucking letters get in. Y'all fought good and hard to be part of the original starting four. Make sure you keep it at a 4. You know what I mean? Make sure you don't let Q, P, because pedophilia is somewhere up in there. Pansexual, quasi-sexual, whatever that is. Most of them letters after T is y'all children's sexuality. I ain't met too many adult other letters other than them P's, pansexuals and pedophiles. A lot of P's around here, but saying all this shit to say this. Whatever makes you happy, do you. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to throw your sexuality all in people's face. Be proud of who you are, but be mindful of the children. Because, you know what I'm saying, children are very impressionable. We don't need to be throwing shit on them too early. That's why a lot of y'all kids is asexual, pansexual, you know what I'm saying, like transsexual and shit, because, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of confusion going around with the adults throwing shit around. I grew up in the church, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of homosexuals in the church, but like I said, they didn't put their business out on Front Street. They didn't have to. The freaks came out at night, and usually the kids are asleep during around that time, you know what I'm saying. So like I said, it's how you do things. It ain't what you're doing, it's just how you're doing it. How this relates to the Divine Feminine. I'm going to give out 2 messages. To the normals, I guess, the normies, and then to my LGBT friendly crowd. To the normies. You ain't really much different from them, but, just making a point here. When it comes to this Devil card, do what makes you happy. Okay? Don't overindulge in what makes you happy, because then it becomes an addiction, and then it becomes a problem. Don't overindulge in what makes you happy, because then you'll be doing shit in excess, and that leads to addiction. Okay? If you're happy with a person, but you chain to this person, whether that's a soul tie, karmic bond, like I said, at least identify it for what it is. If it's a karmic connection, a divine connection, just something you having fun with, or something you trying to pursue, at least identify it. So you ain't wasting your time, energy, and resources on something that's really not going to benefit you, uplift you, make you anew, or ascend you, or evolve you into the person that you need to be. Going to the freaked out part of this devil card. Like I say, this energy with the happiness and with the devil card here, like I said, it's just the energy of trying something new. It's like two Christian, like a Christian couple. They saved themselves before they got married. They chose to do it the right way. They finally get married. This is both of their first times and shit. And it's like, if you're going to do it, go all the way. It's just two Christian, like a Christian couple, you know what I'm saying, on their honeymoon, you know what I'm saying, stopping by an adult store. You got adult stores, you got adult beverages, you know what I'm saying, adult activities. There's a reason why they call it adult, because it's in this energy here. This devil energy represents the energy of like the old Spencer stores that used to be around in the 90s. I'm an 80s baby and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to go in Spencer's and just be blown away at the shit that was in there. You know what I'm saying? Just the games in there, the toys in there, adult toys. You know what I mean? You just spicing shit up. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do it right. You know what I'm saying? Have fun. We're all adults here. I mean, this channel was 18 and over, so I could make rants like this. But the point that I'm getting to is have fun. Don't have too much fun. Don't focus too much on the fun that you have into where you're missing the path and purpose of the direction that this relationship is supposed to go. Two people are supposed to grow and evolve spiritually, financially, mentally, emotionally. It ain't just all about the physical, which involves sex. So if sex is just the most important thing in your twin flame demo, if the physical part is the most important thing in your twin flame demo, then you beam a little bit too much on this devil energy. It starts to become toxic. It starts to become hazardous to your health and shit like that. So, have fun. Try things out. I mean, it sucks doing the same move during sex. Try some new shit. Role play. Get you some outfits. Whatever y'all into, because like attracts like. Both y'all freaks, right? All right, have fun. But do it in a safe and cool way to where it ain't offending people outside of you too. To my LGBT friendly crowd. You know what I'm saying? Be happy. You ain't got to hide who you are. You know what I'm saying? In these times right now, you ain't really got to live in the closet at all. But once again, don't put your shit on Front Street. Female couple. Y'all chose to raise kids. That's cool in the game. But expose them to straight couples. You know what I mean? Don't just surround them in what you two got going on. You know what I mean? It's good what y'all got going on. Guy relationships, that's cool too. But make sure you have straight friend couples that you have over at your house and shit. Just don't make it strictly what y'all on. Once again, give the kids, give the babies a chance to see everything of the spectrum, not just that. Feel me? And once again, you could be gay, brother. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, you better have a respect for the feminine, for the female. Don't hit the beatbox. I see that a lot. Real feminine dudes, you know what I'm saying? Doing them, loud and proud with they shit. And it's just like a divine feminine. A real woman walks by and it's just they giving her the side eye, giving her the boo-boo face, hitting her with Biz Marquee sound effects and shit. Every time I see that shit, I go right up to Scud like, hey bro, what's your problem? You come from a woman, man. What you disgusted by? You have feminine tendencies like a woman. So really you emulating and imitating the female. What is your beef? You obviously have a respect for the feminine, but not respect for the feminine. You get what I'm saying? Like, make sure it's happy, make sure it's healthy. But mainly think about the babies. Okay? You ain't got to expose them to shit too early. You ain't got to bring them up in the same values that you had. Do I believe you're born gay? Fuck no. I believe, you know what I'm saying, you conform gay. Something happened to you, or you're doing something to where you prefer that energy. People get raped. You know what I'm saying? And have a disdain for the opposite sex that raped them. It's understandable. You feel different. not accepted, and feeling like you're not who you are, but kind of something else. You identify with something else. Like, for example, I'm a divine feminine man. Now, when I first started saying that shit, I kept getting a lot of flack from, these so-called normal women talking about, oh, why don't you just come out and say you gay? Like, why you gotta take our shit? Like, no, it's a fucking energy. I'm also a twin. I got a twin sister. And when you look at boy-girl twins, the fucking feminine female is the alpha. She's the more dominant one. She's the alpha one. She's really like the most independent go-getter. And usually the boy twins just like beta protects alpha in The Walking Dead, the movie, the TV show Walking Dead. Look at alpha, the bald-headed chick. Look at beta, the big guy. He's a fucking beta. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, his whole life is spent protecting the alpha. That's how I was with my twin sister. She was more social. I'm antisocial. You know what I'm saying? She like going out. She like dating. She like doing shit. Me, I had to kind of protect her ass. You know what I'm saying? At least be her protector. It's roles. As a man, you have a role, no matter what your sexuality is. As a woman, you have a role, no matter what your sexuality is. Make sure you uphold your role. That's just fairly important. How it deals with the twin flame situation. Divine feminine. Be happy in spite of. Whether this twin flame shit is working for you, whether this twin flame thing ain't working for you. If it ain't working for you, pretty soon it's gonna work for you. If it's been working for you, just guarantee that it's gonna be bad days. It ain't always good. This twin flame shit is a Quentin Tarantino flick. It's a Spike Lee joint. It's not Disney. It's not rom-com. It's nothing like that. You know? I know this twin flame community gets doused with fantasy. It's more AI psychics than real psychics. I mean, people don't even really want to hear messages like this. They'll rather go to twin flame shorts. You know what I'm saying? Or hear shit from an old lady AI or a witch psychic lady AI and get more from that than actually sitting down. You know, people got ADD these days. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got short attention spans. Not divines. Divines ready to hear a message. And even people who ain't feeling what I'm saying. Just skimming through my shit. Like, at least hear the message. If you get anything from my messages, please get the message. You don't gotta like the messenger. You ain't gotta like how I'm presenting it, my language, how I'm giving it you the message. But I hope you can at least get the message if you're smart enough to get it. Okay? Bottom line, Divine Feminine, we got the Four of Wands. This represents twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. It also represents home. And home is the four walls you call your shelter. Whether that's the house you live in, the apartment you renting out, you know what I mean? That shack you stay at, you know what I mean? Or motherfucking cardboard box, like whatever your place of security is, that's what's home. You know what I'm saying? And home is also what feels at home to you. Home is where the heart is. Home is also where the hate is, where some of the greatest become greater. This could be your hometown. You know what I'm saying? What's up with home? What's going on with the home front? Clarifying home, we have the Three of Swords. So we got pain. It's going past the point of no return. So, Divine Feminines, when it comes to the home front, it's time for you to go past the point of no return. What does that mean? That's going far from home. Far from your comfort zone. You know? I got my hometown on my arm. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Chicago native, but, you know, my mother's side of the family grew up in Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? 309, Central Illinois. And it's a small town, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't really got to be at home to know what the fuck's going on at home. Like, it's a small city that people are kind of scared to leave from, so they kind of stick around because it's a big-ass comfort zone. I moved all around the country as a kid. I moved all around the country nomadically as an adult. I keep home on my arm, so I ain't never got to miss it. Feel me? Now, I can go home to check in on my peoples. I know some people that can't look their parents in the face, given the life that they live in. Ashamed. You know what I'm saying? How they living and what their parents gonna say and shit like that. I know a lot of people scared to go home. I know a lot of people scared to look their parents in the motherfucking face, given their motherfucking lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to feel guilt for what you doing. I mean, unless you're doing dirt. But even if you're doing dirty, you know, still have the respect to pay homage to home. Some of you Divine Feminists need to go back home because you ain't been there in a long ass time. Some of you Divine Feminists need to look your mama in the face. Look your daddy in the face. You know, you got to keep it real. It's going to be painful doing that, but by doing that, it's really going to help you out inside. You know what I'm saying? Far from home. As far as this twin flame shit, this twin flame situation ain't got to be painful. You only make it that way. Like I say, pain is something you register. It's Shaolin monks out here who don't feel pain at all. They train themselves or reprogram themselves to not feel pain at all. You don't have to feel the pain that you feel when you think about home or when you go home or what's waiting for you at home. Feel me? Just go home. A lot of y'all need to go back home. Go home. You know, parents waiting to see y'all. People waiting to see you. They've been wondering about you. You've been so MIA, so away from home that people are thinking the worst when you probably living your best life. You know what I'm saying? But at least just check in. When people call, pick up. Shit, I got a twin sister, man. She living the age. You know, she's so MIA, it's almost like she be forgetting to call her own family. I only got one brother, one sister, and one mother. And my mother's a fucking handful, but I fuck with her all day. You only get one mom. But my brother and sisters don't. I don't know why. Ain't like she did some shit to them to where they can't look their mother in the motherfucking face, but for some reason they can't come home. Home is really where your OG at. Home ain't the city or the state or the house where your people's at. Home could literally just be where your mother at. But like I say, family, you ain't got to tell me about family. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with family at all. But like I say, I do pay respect to home. So saying all that shit to say this, some of you divine feminists need to go home. When your OG call you, pick up. Even if you don't fuck with her. Because you don't know what she got going on. You don't know the reason why she called. It ain't like she's sitting somewhere with nothing to do, just you know, hitting you up because she bored or whatever. Maybe it's the reason she hitting you up. Maybe she got a blessing for you. And if it ain't your mama, maybe it's your dad. If it ain't your dad, maybe it's your grandma. Maybe it's your foster parents. Whatever home is. Don't ever be scared to go back home. Like I say, I cut family off. I cut friends off. I cut off everybody. But if my motherfucking mom call, I pick up. You know? I don't play sides. I keep it real. It's a lot of fake shit in family. I'm probably the only real motherfucker in the family. Real spit is me, a cousin, and an auntie. Other than us three, everybody fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But that don't really mean anything because, like I say, I'm always going to have a respect for home. For the home front. Even if I don't fuck with it. Like I say, the LGBT friendly crowd, I ain't got, like, what you do ain't got shit to do with me. So when you encounter homophobic people, they ain't hating on you, they hate theyself. Because most homophobic motherfuckers are closet homosexuals, bro. Like, it's a reason for everything, you know. But the message that I'm giving here is, you know, don't forget about home. Don't forget about your mom. She might be crazy as bad shit, man. She could be. I tell my brother and sister that, man. My mom grew us in a good. She didn't expose us no bullshit. She was a great mother when we was kids. I mean, once we got grown, we seen her true colors and how she really is around this motherfucker. But that's how it always is. Even my family full of secrets. Truth bombs been dropping on me ever since I hit my 30s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Enough to make me not want to fuck with family at all. I'm this close from just throwing the whole family in the motherfucking garbage. But I know God wouldn't want that. That wouldn't be divine of me. You gotta lead by example. Even if you breaking generational curses. Just the energy that I got going on. Let's give it the message. Divine feminine. You know what? I'm gonna keep this for the masculine. That looks like a great message. Divine feminine. Energy you either coming into or leaving. We have yourself in full form. The Queen of Wands. This represents the divine feminine herself. Himself, because he could be a she could be a he. You know how I be rocking. I'm a divine feminine myself. When you come out in full form like this, like I say, this is a superhero with a uniform or cape on. This is Superman, not Clark Kent. You know what I'm saying? This is Batman, not Bruce Wayne. Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. Wolverine with the claws out. Predator with the mask off. You know what I mean? When you're in full form like this, you need it. It's like the bat signal. God needs you. Hey, I need you. I need you to show up and show out right now. It's people that need your help. Could be clients, like myself. You know what I mean? Which is why I got back online, which is why I'm picking up phone calls and booking and doing readings so I can help the people that I was put here to help. Even though I'm trying to help myself and, you know, it's hard handling my shit and taking the time out to do other things, but that's part of my job. It is what it is. When I'm called, I got to answer. No matter how I'm feeling. No matter what I'm going through. I'm a superhero. I'm super nigga. I ain't a regular nigga. I'm super nigga. So I got jobs to do. I got to make sure I'm on my job. God wouldn't have gave me the gifts and abilities that I have if I didn't use them to help people. Like my twin flame. I mean, not my twin flame. My twin sister. Like I say, the woman is way far more superior than the male. Right? I'm nice as a psychic. Got great gifts. Psychic medium, everything. My twin sister, psh, 3 times as raw as me. 3 times as powerful as me. I have more of the intellect because she's more like the divine masculine. She is a divine masculine. I'm a divine feminine. My mother is a divine masculine energy. My sister and my mother, very feminine, beautiful women. Ain't nothing masculine physically about them. It's their heart. It's their mind that make them masculine. They man eaters, man. Super duper duty alphas. And that's how I like my women. I'm a divine feminine. Of course I like alpha women. Fuck is you talking about? I like my woman strong and not taking no shit, just like my OG, just like my sister. I mean, it's energy. Masculine energies fit well with a feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, some niggas like being bagel boys. Some niggas like being the dom of shit. Me, it's kind of neutral. Because even though I'm a feminine energy, I'm a man at the end of the day. Even though I'm a divine feminine, I'm a man at the end of the day. So I got 2 jobs. I got a job to do as a man. And I got a job to do as a divine feminine. When this energy comes out, you have a job to do. Okay? The bat signal is out. You got to go to the bat signal, talk to Commissioner Gordon, and see what the fuck the problem is so you can save the day. Another thing this energy means, it's like you a big ball of fire. You're going to burn a few people. Like, you have the tendency to trigger people. And it ain't your fault. You just being yourself. This is you in true form, right? You just being your motherfucking self. Well, you being yourself is going to offend people. It's going to put a couple panties in the bunch. It's going to rub people the wrong way. But that's only because they got issues they need to deal with. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You your true motherfucking self. So when you're around a fake motherfucker, you're gonna step on their toes. You're a person with God's favor on you, who have gifts and talents and powers that's unimaginable. So to a regular Joe, you're gonna offend them. You know who the fuck you are. So next to a person who don't know who the fuck they are, don't know themselves, have no type of identity, living vicariously through other people, yeah, you're gonna offend them. Do you. And clarifying doing you, divine feminine, we got the 7 of Cups. It's the Pimp Cup Chronicles. You know, it's something in you need to get to the world because the world needs it. Your ideas, your gifts, your services, your time, your energy, your resources, your love, your attention. There's something in you that's very valuable to other people. Yeah, it sucks because other people ain't giving that shit in you, ain't putting that shit in you, but hey, it don't matter. It ain't about you. It's about the Most High at the end of the day, and that's what's up. And what's up? God is what's up, right? Bet it up. 7 of Cups is the step after the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is the sauce. That's your steez. That's your essence. That's what makes you you. But we're all saucy. Once again, ain't nobody better than nobody else. God loves everybody the same. God loves everybody equally. God gives everybody the same fair shake in life. You know what I'm saying? We are all that, okay? But you got to be all that in a bag of chips. That's what the 7 Cups represents. And that bag of chipsness is what's going to set you apart from everybody else. It's what's going to differentiate you from everybody else. We all fucking clones. But be a clone known for something. You're the clone with all the tattoos. You're the artsy clone. You're the athletic clone. You're the psychic clone. You know what I'm saying? Be different. Don't be like everybody else. Because then you'll blend in and be a nobody. Just categorized and statisticalized with everybody else. Stand the fuck out. It's your job as a divine feminine to do so. This is energy you either coming in or coming out of. If you're coming into this energy, people need your help. People need your idea. That idea you got for a program, a community program that's gonna help the kids in the motherfucking neighborhood. Don't just talk about it. Don't just feel like that's what you need to do. Actually manifest that shit. You got an invention you've been tweaking over a little bit. Shit, patent that shit. Get the prototype and put your money to put that shit out. It might save lives. It might help thousands of people, maybe millions of people. You got an idea for a book, a memoir, a movie. You You know what I'm saying? For my artsy people out there, maybe you just created a Rembrandt, man, a work of art. You know what I'm saying? Trademark that shit and put it out. That piece of art might bring joy and, thought-provoking thoughts, you know what I'm saying, to the masses and shit. You're an artist, right? You write music, you write songs. Okay, put your shit out. Maybe you too old to be rapping or singing or some shit like that. Okay, groom you a young artist and write for their ass. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get your vision out. Maybe your time ran out to where you could be a superstar and shit like that. Okay, become a manager. Become a coach. Do something. It's in you. Push that shit the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't going to do nothing but bless people. And that's what you need to be. A blessing. As far as yourself, Divine Feminine, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Didn't we just talk about that? Ten of Pentacles is manifestation. It's something you want to manifest being manifested. It went from a thought to a thing. Thoughts become things. What you think about, you bring about. You are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the motherfucking things. Make that thing come true. Make that thing happen. Might not benefit you. Might benefit everybody but you. But guess what? Everybody done got blessed. And you're going to get blessed from blessing everybody. Because that's how God works. Clarifying that Ten of Pentacles, we got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups represents big emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like big emotions. Whatever this thing you're trying to manifest, do it with your whole heart. Like put your whole heart into it. The only thing that's going to be successful is something that you're passionate about. Like me with this Twin Flame channel and shit like that. It don't matter. I could do this shit for 50 years and never run out of things to talk about. I'm going to have the same passion for my Divine Masculine that I had when I first met him. I met my Twin Flame in 2011, I think. 2011, 2012. First wave Twin Flame here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting the union with my twin to maybe like 2019 going into 220. And what I mean by union is going back to the Four of Wands, which is Twin Flame, union, reunion, and recognition. Union just equals harmony. That's the first time me and my twin was on the same page. First time me and my twin was like this. First time I can actually talk about this Twin Flame shit and my masculine can get it. Me saying I'm a Divine Feminine and he's a Divine Masculine and that shit ain't confusing or he ain't feeling offended by the shit. Oh, we've been tight since we first met. Like I say, recognition is the first 2 years you meet your Twin Flame. That shit is like the honeymoon. It's like the most blissful time. It's when you and your twin is the most tightest when you first meet. You know what I'm saying? But I knew from early that I need to take this shit serious. I didn't start my channel till 2019, I believe. January 2019. So from 2011 to 2019, I waited and got as much insight and info and experience as I could out of my Twin Flame situation so I could put myself on a broader platform to help other people with theirs. Me and my twin is good. Like, we great. I mean, I ascended my twin. He's in a better space than he's ever been. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I entered his life, man, he's been Gucci, man. And he knows that and he understands that. So when I'm using these examples of Divine Masculine, I ain't coming from a negative or toxic place or no shit like that. It sound like your masculine is toxic. Nah, he's divine. I help y'all like online doing this type of shit, being a psychic healer and a truth seeker and shit like that. Being of service this way, my masculine, he's more physical. He's been homeless. As have I. But what he does, he goes to soup kitchens on holidays, feeds the hungry. You know what I'm saying? He buys sleeping bags and socks and drawers and tents for the bums living at Skid Row. That's the type of shit he does to help people. He ain't a psychic. You know what I mean? He's not helping the way I'm helping, but he's the masculine. He still helps in his type of way. You know? He does it more since I've been around than he was doing it before I was around. And my masculine's 30 years my senior, so he's been around. But it wasn't until he kind of met me that he's kind of evolved and stepped into his true form. Because he a super nigga too. So I all this shit to say this. Whatever you put your time, energy, and resources into, make sure there's passion behind that shit. Because you ain't going to put out or be as dedicated to something that you ain't got passion in. Point blank, period. So whatever you do, make sure you're passionate about it. Oh, and put God in it. Put God in everything that you do. I'm a psychic, right? But I'm a Christian psychic. And I'm a Christian by default. I'm more of a spiritual person. Religion is division, and I'm all about unity. So, I'm African American. Christianity is my foundation. I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we ever got And our tradition was religion and poverty. It's our roots, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's where the fuck we come from. We ain't gotta stay broke. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta stay in that Christian mind frame. I ain't. I'm just saying, using this as example. So, I'm passionate about, number one, getting people closer to God. That's my number one energy. That's the main thing I'm trying to do. And that's why I call myself a Christian psychic, because people who out of church, because religion is division, that is programming, that's some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But I still go to church with my mama, with my grandmama. I'm supposed to be a preacher myself. But I'll choose to do this to reach people around the world and limit myself at a church that don't nobody want to go to, that ain't nobody serious about. That's why I'm not a pastor, because I'll be mad as hell every Sunday fucking with fake saints. People who just playing with God, ain't trying to ascend and shit. I'll be losing my mind, cussing niggas the fuck out every motherfucking weekend. Like, nah. I choose to do things my way, you know what I'm saying? Not leading by my own understanding, but just doing things the right way. It's only one right way, and that's up. What's up? God is what's up. That's it. That's all feminine. Make sure you got something you passionate about, and push that shit. Make sure you put God in it, because when you put God on whatever you're doing, you can never lose. You can't lose with God, period. Just throw God in it. It ain't got to be all about God, but throw God in that shit, and watch the difference. As far as the masculine is concerned, divine feminine, in regards to the divine masculine, we have the 4 cups. 4 cups represent the world. The world, which is a temporary space and time where all things expire. The world is the matrix. Plantation, as I like to call. Crab bucket. Let me do the crab bucket analogy real quick. I ain't said this in a long time. Divine feminine, you a crab in a bucket, just like the other motherfucking crabs. Okay? Now, in this bucket, it's full of crabs who don't want to see another crab get out the box. Get out the barrel. When you see crabs climbing up, the other crabs pull it down. This life, this world, is all they know. It's dark. It's dirty. It's cruddy. You know what I mean? But being a divine feminine that you are, you ain't a regular nigga. You a super nigga. You know what I'm saying? You start climbing out the barrel. But not only are you climbing out the barrel, you're creating a motherfucking way for other crabs to climb out the barrel. You're creating a ladder. You're creating a way out. Now, the crabs, the world, are so focused on themselves and nothingness that they don't even see you climbing out the motherfucking barrel. However, there is one crab looking at you. It's a crab that's been looking at you since you hopped in the motherfucking bucket. Always been focused on you. Kind of fond of you. Kind of drawn to you. The way your divine masculine is drawn to you, divine feminine. Okay, bet. Boom. You get to the top of the barrel. You open up the barrel door, only to find the person putting crabs in the barrel, putting more crabs in the motherfucking barrel. So he's trying to push you back. You so strong and resilient. You know what I mean? You can't fall. You holding steadfast. You know what I'm saying? It's like he takes water and he throws it at you. Now, he ain't knocking you down because you ain't going, right? But it's like the water washes all that dirt, washes all that crud off you. You ain't a regular crab. You a blue crab. And then the masculine at the bottom of the barrel, who just sees you in your true form. Damn, it's a blue crab. Everybody in this bitch red. But the masculine don't know what color he is, because like I say, he didn't have crud and dirt on him this whole time. And a little bit of that motherfucking water fell down and hit the masculine on his little big ass claw, and he sees that his motherfucking skin is blue too. Damn, I'm just like her. Now, you escape. You get out the 4 of cups, you know what I'm saying, this matrix, to the real world. That's the 4th, 5th dimension. That's Zion. That's heaven. That's the infinite, basically. You know what I'm saying? Just like Trinity can jack in and out the matrix to Zion, the real world. Just like a slave can go from slavery, 4 cups, to freedom land, the 4 wands, whatever home is to you. This is the matrix. This is the real world. Feminine. You got out. But like I said, masculine seeing you get out. Masculine's taking the same path that you take. You showing him the way. Right? And once you got out the crab bucket, it caught everybody's attention. Because now you out the crab bucket. So instantaneously, the masculine could have followed you when you was going up. But instead, I don't know. Once again, he's comfortable in this world. He's blending in this matrix the way Neo does in the Matrix. Where do you find Neo in the Matrix movie? He's usually in the Matrix because he can camouflage in there. He can do whatever the fuck he want in there. He stays away from the real world, from Zion, because there's too much spiritual accountability up there. Everybody's on his dick up there. He doesn't like all that attention. He likes what he likes, right? Now, all the crabs are climbing out. Why? Because they want to mate with the fucking king blue crab that just got out. Oh, she got out, man. She's by herself. I mean, let me get out here, man, so I can mate with her. It took other fucking crabs to try to climb out this crab bucket for the masculine to get it in his head to get the fuck out. So just like karmics, he pulling them down so he can get to the top and get to you before everybody else. I mean, it should have took people trying to get to you for him to want to get to you, but whatever does it. You know what I'm saying? So boom, Madison crawls out the crab bucket, and now he's looking for you. That's the analogy of twin flame union. And once he finds you, he recognizes who you are, twin flame recognition. You know, and then even dilly and dallying with you, eventually you two come together as one. That'll be union for the first time. In my personal opinion, twin flame recognition happens one time. So have a good twin flame story. Twin flame union happens one time. Like I said, the first time you come like this, you might separate and reunite 1,000 times before you two actually unite as one. You know what I mean? Because it's going to take a lot of convincing for you to get this whole twin flame lingo in your divine masculine's head. I waited 2 years before I dropped the twin flame bomb on my divine masculine. I tell my clients, wait at least 2 years to drop the twin flame bomb on them. You don't want to scare them off too fast. Like, you just met the motherfucker. You don't want to hit him with this shit. This shit could be too much. It's like Neo in the Matrix being told the truth. You know, when Morpheus dropped that bomb on his ass, like, human beings are nothing but fuel. Getting harvested by motherfucking robots so they can sustain their life while putting us in a fake-ass world, 4 cups, a Matrix construct. You know what I'm saying? Just so they could do what they do. And it's like it was too much for him. And he threw up and shit. His brain popped. Like, it was just a lot. That's what happens when you drop this twin flame bomb on your divine masculine. And when I did that, the first reaction of my divine masculine was separation. 2 years of us being 2 peas in a motherfucking pie. Wherever I went, he went. Wherever he went, I went. I used to go places people used to ask, yo, where your old man at? y'all twins, like, y'all always around each other and shit. And it's just like instantaneously, overnight. I dropped that bomb on him. He ran away. He ran far away from me. You know what I'm saying? It took like 1.5 years for him to kind of be back comfortable enough to come back around me. Nigga thought I was crazy. Nigga thought I was weird. Like, yo, that's what the fuck? Like, no, I ain't never heard of that shit. The fuck out of here. You crazy. Stay away from me. And I had to deal with that. And now I can't get rid of the guy. And, you know, like he always says, he can't get rid of me. You know what I'm saying? All that shit to make a motherfucking point. When it comes to this world, it's just a temporary space and time, dog, where all things expire. Get to the real world. Because that's what real shit is. Once you get to the real world, once you get to the 4th or 5th dimension, that's where you find your path. That's where you find your purpose. That's where you find God. That's where you find why you really here. You ain't gonna find none of that shit in this matrix construct stuck with everybody else. In my personal opinion, in the world, it's 28% divines, 70% karmics, or NPCs, or the rest, or the sheep, or the crabs in the bucket, whatever you want to call them. And then you got the 1-2%ers. The 1-2%ers can be good or bad, but they in a category of their own. The 98% don't know nothing, don't know jack shit about that 1-2% of life. That's how the world's set up. I mean, 1-2% of the world makes the same money as the rest of the world. That alone should tell you some shit. Wrapping this reading up. Hope you're getting the message at least. I mean, I'm dropping too many jewels. Hope you're picking something up. Clarifying the 4 cups is the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is a self-imposed prison. False sense of entitlement, false sense of security, or the boogeyman effect. But it's a mental prison at the end of the day. This world is a mental fucking prison. It's only a prison mentally. Slavery don't exist in America physically like it used to. Now it's mental slavery. And you need to understand that. You need to register that shit. You need to know what the world really is. It's a temporary space and time where all things expire. I mean, you build your heaven on earth and shit, but at the end of the day, you want to get to the real heaven. You know what I'm saying? The final destination. That's what this shit is all about. You ascending from this low-ass plane of existence. Not putting your all into the shit. It's a fucking fake, like I say, fake weather, fake food, fake water, fake people. Everything is faking this shit. That's the sign that this bitch is a matrix. You need to get to the real world where they got real food, real air, real energy, real people. That's what you need to be building with, not these fake flakes. You get what I'm saying? And since this deals with the divine masculine energy, you might be free out the matrix, but your divine masculine is still in it. You might be out the crab bucket, but your divine masculine is still in it. And it's your job, divine feminine, to get your masculine out. If you can't physically pull them out that motherfucking bucket, at least create a way through your actions and behavior, how you living, the shit you doing, to at least get them out. At least plant the seed for them to grow out of the comfort zone, out of the box or barrel that he's in. That's part of your job. You a superhero. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do your job. Future final row. Going to the future, we got the Two of Cups, which is ships. You know what I'm saying? Being clarified by the Three of Cups, which is the evolution of relationships, a friendship, a kinship. You know? Ships. Whatever you got going on with your divine masculine, whatever you got going on with your friend, whatever you got going on with your business partner, whatever you got going on with your kids, whatever you got going on with your parents. Three of Cups represents distractions of third parties. Or, like I say, evolution. Whoever you love them fully. But what you don't want to do is let an outsider come between you and yours. It's you and your kid got a bond so strong it shouldn't be no other mommy number two or mentor or out fucking sider having more of a bond between you and your kid than you and your kid. You know what I'm saying? Also, a message I gotta drop too. Like I say, after 2 years, divine feminine, drop that twin flame bomb on your masculine. Why do you need to let them know this shit? So a fucking karmic or false twin flame don't hit him with the twin flame shit before you do. You know, I'm your twin flame. I'm your divine feminine. You're my divine masculine. Nah, I already met my twin. What? Yeah, he heard that same spick from somebody else. So now he think that's false twin flame is his twin and you ain't. When you was real motherfucking twin. You know what I'm saying? Shit you'll know when you grow in this situation. But yeah, should nobody be a mommy to you more so than should nobody be a mother to your kid other than you, mom? This is you and your best friend. What y'all got should be tight and unbreakable. How the fuck is an outsider getting inside y'all shit? You know, y'all let a man, y'all let money, y'all let something break y'all fucking connection up. That's what third parties do, man. They distract and they it's just disaster. Third parties are disaster. So no distractions when you see them. No third party when you see them. And you don't be the third wheel yourself. Once again, it's just the energy of you scared to talk to your twin, you send your friend, your bestie, to go talk to your twin. Your twin end up falling in love with your friend because she the one that hollered at him and you did. You just literally gave your divine masculine away to another person, which is ironic because I've seen that a few times with some of my clients. I've been doing this since 2019. I've seen some clients, like I say, scared to talk to their own twin, introduce other women to their fucking twin, thinking they're not a perfect match and maybe their friend would be better for them because they love their friend so much that they want their friend to be with a good guy when you could have been with a good guy. And, you know, now you booking messages with me trying to figure out why you did that shit. Like, shit like that. So that's the message I got. I hope I could be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. This is just the energies for this week. Next week we'll have new energies. Best believe I'm doing an extended breakdown on this. So just stay tuned. Okay? Let's see what the master got going on.